Yo!
What's up, man?
I've missed you, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I do miss these morning talks for
Oh,
sure.
fuck.
For sure, for sure. How you
I
doing
was
today?
hoping. The way you said, how you doing today? I'm not gonna lie to you. I just had, I just had the last, the last 15 minutes of my life have been insane, and you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I swear to God,
From
I'm
4:45 to 5 a.m. Just insanity.
insanity, complete insanity.
Hmm.
In the last 15 minutes. Give me 1 second, because I don't understand why this window looks weird. Hold on. Why is this? Oh, that's better. Okay.
Hmm.
I started to clean up. I haven't sat in my office all week. I haven't been here all week. This week I haven't. I've touched very few things, and the reasoning behind that was because last week homie didn't homie didn't work last week, so homie didn't get paid.
I
You know,
remember.
and so this week has been insane. um, and I'm like, fuck. So I had to clean up, just shit everywhere. My sofa was all like packed up with all a bunch of shit, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm cleaning up. As I'm cleaning up, I come in and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be ready. I want to make sure everything's prepared. All that motherfucker's gonna come in and he go, bam, Nestor's in. No more fucking Zoom bullshit. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Like I'm ready. I'm looking forward for this. I'm ready. And then I turn around and I see a fucking calendar back here that I hadn't wiped off since 2023, May.
Hmm.
You know, so a year and a half ago, I haven't touched it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start using it again. I said, I know I made money back then. I'm gonna start using it again, right? So I go to the kitchen, and here's the calendar. Let me see if you can. That one right there. That one right there. Right?
That's so funny.
Why? Here, let me see if can you see it? Yeah, there it is. That one.
There's one on the That's
Right?
so funny.
So, and this calendar here, no, here. This calendar here is it was really important for me because I used to always this is how I track my money. Like
Hmm.
I would put a daily number, right? Like I knew exactly to the cent how much money I made that day. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start using that again. You know, yes, back then I was more inclined to um, my productivity, my ideas were a little bit different. But now I'm like, you know what? I can pinpoint and focus because on this side, I on my notes side here, I would put every company how much positive and negative it did the previous year and in a month. So for example, I had 2020, I had like 22. On this month, this is how much money was in this account. You know what I mean? Or what company had the most money, and how much money it was, or whatever it was. You know what I mean? I would write down that way. I knew exactly how much it was last year and this year, last year and this year, and I would keep track of all that. So I knew, hey, this isn't, I'm not making any money here, or whatever, or I'm losing my ass, or this one's actually pretty good, but It'll take potential, but it's just going to cost me a little bit longer. I would keep track of more or less. That's why aviator school cost me like I told you, like 80 grand, you know, between everything when it was all said and done. And I was like, fuck, that's a lot of money, you know, to just blow. Anyway, so I was doing that, and I was like, and I'm like, you know what? I'll start using that. I want to wipe this out. That insane last 15 minutes. I went to the kitchen, went into the sink, grabbed some of this shit. Right? I'm not even going to say what it is because this thing is not magic. It is not magic. This thing is the fucking devil. I swear to God, this is the devil. As soon as I sprayed it, I'm getting it right now, just holding it. Chills down my whole right side. I'm telling you, the whole tingling sensation was fucking disgusting. As soon as I sprayed it, it was like, ugh. All my spidey senses went off, dude. I swear to God, that's the best way to describe it. Just went, whoa. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, I gotta do this shit fast. And I sprayed the fuck out of this thing. And it just started coming down. And I'm like, and I'm starting to wipe. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here, dude. And I went to the kitchen and I'm like, fuck this. What is that stuff? You know? I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I didn't like that. And I'm like, fuck that. And then something said, go outside, ground yourself. You'll feel better. I'm like, no fucking way. There's no way. There's no way. No way. I swear to God, dude, go ground yourself. All right, fuck it. I left my shoes, fucking ran outside. And as soon as I touched the grass, I swear to God, I fucking felt the jolt. I felt like the, what's that kid? What's that? The little fucking Japanese guy cartoon. It goes, wah! And the little, like, with the big ball.
Yeah,
Dude, that guy. I felt like him, dude. I swear to God, I got to rush. As soon as I ran outside right behind my bench, and I felt that, I'm like, ah! And I just fucking felt like screaming. I didn't scream. Ah! I just fucking just felt the vibe. Everything just shocked the fuck out of me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I started throwing up. I just started throwing up. I started throwing up. And then I'm like, I'm dying. I swear to God, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. And I ran inside. I fucking jumped on Dolly. And and I can't talk to her. I'm like, baby. She looked at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She goes, what's and she goes, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I went over there and I'm like, baby, I think I'm dying. And she goes, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she goes, and I told her what happened. I was like, I just got this fucking crazy shock and everything, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hold on. And I ran to the bathroom and I fucking just hurled again. This is not me sticking my hand. It just fucking came. I kept feeling better. I said, I'm sorry. I told her what happened. She goes, you're fucking nuts. Came out here. Once again, I sit down, I turn around, and it's not even fucking wiped off yet. And I don't want to use that shit right now. But I'm glad you're here. So you're my emergency support guy right now.
Oh, that's funny.
Here we go.
Why are you even doing it now?
That was fucking horrible, dude.
Well, why would you do it right this second? Since it's already horrible. You already know the result. You're probably gonna go fucking puke again.
That's just the devil, dude.
I'm sure it says use in a well ventilated area, but whatever. Yeah.
I can't read without my glasses.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I mean, I've had wonderful experiences like that before with cleaners. So
I really?
It is. Oh yeah, because
this is my first time.
Well, it's because I do dumb stuff. So like, that's all there is to it. So I was cleaning the shower one year, right when we first got to this house, I think. And I had bleached the tile, and then I was using glass cleaner on the glass. And if you mix, what is it, ammonia? I think it's ammonia.
And chlorine.
If you mix ammonia and
Yeah.
you mix chlorine gas, so I'm in the freaking shower, like naked, running and steaming, doing this, and so I effectively turned our glass shower into a gas chamber. And
Oh
so
my
I was,
god, dude.
yeah, had, it was bad. But I thought about it after I did it, that it was already too late. And so, like, I opened the window and, like, I'm like coughing
Yeah.
so hard
Yeah.
and, like, this mucus coming out of yeah, it was, my wife called poison control. They're like, yeah, well, if he doesn't snap out of it here in like the next 30 minutes, you can just take him to the hospital.
Yeah.
That was so. I mean, I get it. I've done stupid stuff with
But
cleaners. But
it was fucking insane.
yeah, it's and people's bodies react differently to different things. So it could have been something, but whatever. Whatever. So
I'm gonna go take that shit out of here. Hold on.
all right.
All right. Giggity giggity.
Giggity, giggity. Break it
So
up.
now can you understand why the last 15 minutes been fucking insane?
I mean, I don't know if insane is the right word, but it's definitely odd. Sure.
You know?
I mean, your Goku grounding shit.
My little Goku grounding shit fucking saved my life, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's cool. I was out in the fields all day yesterday, and I didn't take my shoes off not once. So, still won't do it. But yesterday was a Spartan race, so that was a little bummer for you.
I actually have videos of this event, you know, of everything we went through. Um,
What event?
spent the last it's a I'm in Naples
Oh, okay.
and at I haven't been able to resolve. I have no fucking
You
idea.
still haven't resolved it?
No,
Oh wow,
no.
like that.
Like, yeah, yeah. So it's like landing gear, you know, like you saw the email. Oh, right. I sent you a thing. So airplane has a fucking nose landing gear issue. It has landing gear unsafe light, right? So the is unsafe. So the crew had to abort, come back, blah, blah, blah. And apparently this airplane has had issues in the past. So I'm like, trying to figure this out. History, that means
Microphone is dead.
my mic is dead.
Oh, it came back. That's weird.
You know what? Let me.
It hit that. You know how it gives you the static when the battery's low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did that. So like I couldn't hear you, but nothing but static for a second there.
Hold on then. Let me try something. I'm gonna do that right here. Let's try this again.
I mean, it's still hear you, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll do it again just to be a very fun experience.
Hmm. All right. So
landing
Where was
gear
I?
issue.
Landing gear issues. See,
They had to abort and come back.
yeah, the airport takeoff. They came back, and so trying to figure out what's going on. Went in there. I looked at as soon as I put the gear up first time. The nose door doesn't close. Okay, the nose door doesn't close, and I'm like, huh, that's not good. That's that's not good. The fucking and you're trying to, you know, she's not closing. She's not closing. And I'm like, fuck. So put the gear down and just start, and then you start troubleshooting from then on. Hey, what's supposed to happen? How do you do this shit? Just because you have no idea, something could be bent, broken, fucking. You had no idea what could cause this. And then I'm like, wait a moment, look. And what happens is that when the nose gear on this particular type of airplane goes up, right, there is well, everybody has it. It's the nose uplock, right? But there's a roller that goes on the gear. But if the gear is overextended, right? If the gear overextends and it doesn't contract properly, there's it won't catch. It won't
Oh,
catch, right? So I was like, all right, well, that's fucked up. So then from there, and I know there's specific measurements and so forth, and they seem all to be in line. There's something internally, right? And I was like, okay, fine. I said, you know what? The servicing, it needs to be reserviced. And I'm like, all right, so let's look at the reservicing. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go ahead and do this. Hey, pressures are on point, man. The pressures were actually pretty good. I'm like, really? Fuck, dude. Huh. If the pressures are all good, then that means the whole thing needs to, just it needs to be repacked. So let's repack it. You know what does repacking means? It's just you're taking the part down, you're changing all the oil rings and everything, cleaning it, looking at it, slide it back in, right, dude? Something's catching, something's not right. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Right? I was like, let's fly it somewhere. It's just what could we do? I have no idea. Let's fly it somewhere. And hold on for a second, dude. I'm sorry. Give me 2 minutes. Hold on. Anyway, so like I was saying is just trying to get the when we got the gear out, took the gear out, repack it, and then once you repack it, you know, it still wasn't fitting, still wasn't going in place. So I'm like, the next thing would be to overhaul this thing. So I said, now what we have to possibly do is take it out. I can't leave it. We're in Naples, the airplane, and we can't do all that work out there. So now the next step is to ferry this airplane out to uh, out to out to PIE St. Pete at the other location out there.
oh,
Yeah, that's it's that buddy's hangar, so we can take it out there and see if they have this company has mechanics do it everywhere. So they have the other guys do it, or if we're doing it or whatever it is. So now we got to take the gear out and do a complete overhaul of it, and that's not something we do. It's a lot easier. They can just fucking figure it out themselves, so because I have videos that show how just by barely like just moving the fucking piston, dude, and then she works, and I was like, what the fuck? And that's exactly what was happening before. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. So something wasn't right. um yeah.
so that's us.
Yeah, so that fucking ruined everything else.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so for example, you know, fucking, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I uh, I called. I wake up and I'm having emails with the client. You know, because there's even other texts on the chain on the there's you know how there's 26. I know there's 26 emails in the chain.
Okay.
Right. So yeah. So I wake up and the first thing I did was take a look and see how, you know, because I know they asked for something last night that I couldn't do, but I asked a buddy of mine if he could do it. He was still out there because I was already driving back. I drove back last night. You know.
Okay.
So, but
Next time you're in Naples, bring my suit.
yes,
I'll come down and grab it.
yes.
Fucking yeah. Yesterday was a kind of a bummer, but it gave me a it gave me an opportunity to do something that I had every able not able I had every way out of actually going to that race because I didn't want to do it to begin with. So I was like, oh, like it was the whole week. It was like, oh well, it's like like you could probably just run in Jacksonville in February, so you could actually train. It was like, yeah, okay, shut up. Now we're definitely running. And then I'll talk to you on Friday, and you're like, freak it out, man. Trying to get this plane done. It's like, oh, okay, well, worst comes to worst, we'll figure it out. We'll just run another one. And I was like, really? It's like, it's twice now, pussy. And then, well, like in the morning, I woke up at, I think it was like 3 or 3:30. And I looked at my phone and I saw the message. And my wife was like, oh, so you don't have to go now. Like, yeah. I was like, no, I definitely have to go. And it was like the freaking coldest freaking day of the year so far down here, which everybody's like, you little, yeah, look, 47 degrees in shorts in Florida is cold for Floridians.
Yes. Yes.
So um,
Yes.
it was like, yeah, it was, I'm sore. Well, let's put it like that because haven't ran.
You've ran all three though,
No, I didn't.
right?
No, I didn't do all three.
Oh,
No,
you didn't do the trifecta?
no, I did not. I only did I did your race. Was the last I did
Wow.
race. Um, the original plan was to do the trifecta, and I didn't want a chance getting injured. Well, that's all there was to it. So, but I want to be able to train for it. But I think it would be very foolish of me to come off of like a month off of a shoulder injury and fucking go try to do essentially a full fucking marathon and 60 obstacles in 2 days.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
yeah, no, I
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
But I mean, my body feels like I got hit by a truck, and so
Dude, I'm telling you,
everything's sore.
I I was pissed.
Yeah, okay.
I was pissed. 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 I was pissed.
Well, the good news is that Jacksonville's in February. That's another one that's here in the state, and that's that course is on the national series, so you get a really cool medal for it. And that course sucks ass. So it's like,
Yeah?
oh yeah, it's like, in my opinion, that's the hardest course out of the Florida circuit. So there's only 3 courses in the Florida circuit for the actual trail running. The other ones are like stadium runs and stuff like that.
Hold on. Hold on. That's gonna go on my board then. February, Jacksonville?
Yeah,
That sounds like fun. Because look what I got now.
No, the big ass donor.
But what's cool was that I got it through my wife's phone. She was going through, she was scrolling. She was scrolling. I can't justify that buying that for myself, of course, right? It's like, 'cause, yeah, I've wanted one. But she was scrolling, and I'm the one that's eavesdropping. I'm just like my head is like in her lap or something like that, and she's doing, you know what I mean? I'm like, or like we're both looking at her phone or watching TV or something stupid like that, right? And then she's scrolling, and here comes the fucking ad for the big ass calendar, and I was like, hey, that's cool. You get that guy. Do you know who that is? No, he is the husband to the Spanx lady, you know? And then she's like, oh, what Spanx? I was like, let me show you. Yeah. I was like, this is her, this is he, this is she, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and look what they do. Isn't that cool? Yeah. And she's, I mean, she's a billionaire, and he is a multi because they each had and they partnered and they did this as a family. And she's like, "Oh yeah." I said, "How cool would it be to really see our next year all drawn up?" And she goes, "That would be nice." I was like, "Why don't we get it?" She's like, "Yeah, let's get it."
I have never in my life seen somebody get sold and closed. That is not fair to explain that to your life. Not fair.
Yeah, I
Well,
created a need. I created the want. I created.
that is so freaking ridiculous. At least she'll call me out on it too because she's been in so many sales trainings. She's like,
Yeah.
"You fucking do that to me." Like,
My wife has no idea. No, 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 no. My wife is a emotional buyer. You have to create a need.
everybody's
Yeah.
emotional buyers. Well, that's why sales is effective. Like, especially if you can trigger an emotion. Freaking rap.
Oh God.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I mean, because literally, we have right now in our minds, we were taking the whole month of August. We're taking the whole month of August off. Like just like like for example, August, Dolly's birthday is August 4th, right? So, um, you know what? Yes. Because I might as well take my mom. I might as well take my mom with me at
Going back to
least.
Colombia or we're going to
Yeah,
Mexico.
because yeah, we're gonna go back to, we're gonna go to Colombia and Peru.
Okay.
I want to do literally like 2 weeks in Cusco. You know, I really like. I want to spend time. I'm gonna go fucking. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna go do some ayahuasca in the jungle. I'm
Are you
gonna
really?
fuck yeah, dude. Like hell yeah, yeah. I mean, because I've had opportunity. No, let me rephrase that. I only had one opportunity to do ayahuasca. Like somebody's like, "Hey, I got some ayahuasca. Anybody want some?" I was like, "You know what? That's gonna take an all. That's gonna be an all nighter. I'm not gonna do that right now." Uh, and that was my only opportunity. You know, I have other, and that's just me not wanting to spend, you know, a stupid amount of money
10 hours on the
because
trip.
it's a fucking yeah. It's like you know, it's an 8-10 hour trip. Um, I'm like, for, I have I have issues when it comes to like why do you got here in the States, for example, you got to call a church and it has to be part of a religious event. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, because the fucking state doesn't, they don't, their idea is like, oh, yeah, that's at the church, yeah, that's your religion. No, it's not my religion. It's not, you know, it's
Yeah.
yeah, you know, it's one of those things, and so
Well,
I don't like.
Is it still classified as a narcotic or a hallucinogen?
Uh, it is, well, for example, 5-MeO is a class one, I think.
Class one.
I don't remember, but yeah, which is retarded. Uh, I don't understand why. I don't know if it's. You know what? I never. That's a good question, dude. I don't think it's a class
That sounds good.
one.
I'm curious. And
Let me
then what's the
see.
half life of it? How long does it stay in your system?
Oh, it's done. That part, it's in and out.
Okay.
Your body, because your body it naturally sees it like, oh, I know what this is, and it's gone. I know what this is for, and it's gone. You metabolize it so fast. Um, if you metabolize it, if you smoke it, it metabolizes completely out of your system, maybe an hour. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's in and out. You know what I mean? It's
It
just
doesn't linger. It doesn't linger like marijuana is like a month.
oh no. Well, here's
Okay.
the thing. No, no,
Hours.
no. Even better, even better. Oh, like that. Um, how how about this is uh this is completely undetectable because our body produces it anyway. I mean, you would have to be under for it to be going, hey, well, how come this is spiking? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's only 15 minutes.
That's what I was curious about.
Yeah. And that's only 15 minutes. You know what I mean? It's only when you're sleeping, you know what I mean? And now there's an injectable one. I watched this I think the guy's name is Jim Ball. Hold on. One second. Jim Ball, I think it is. No. Shit. Hold on. I have his book. Fuck, what's his name?
I know some ugly ass Christmas sweaters. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. Might as well. You know, I tried to make it festive. This thing had a pile of shit everywhere, and those sweaters were under there. And I'm like, because of course, all the Christmas stuff's already out.
The Santa with the thong. Oh, that's too much.
Is, isn't
Bro.
that awesome,
Mhm.
dude? That's the best.
That's so ridiculous. But
This one here, I wore one time, and after a really bad um, drunk event, I ended up underneath the um, oh, here we go, Martin Ball. Martin Ball. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, because he wrote a couple books that I read here. Jesus, he wrote quite a few of them. He wrote this one, for
Okay.
example. The enthusiastic etiological paradigm, etiogenic liberation, 5-MeO experience therapies, how to facilitate, how to guide people through the um, to help them when they're going through their recovery, when they're with their healing process, all that shit. Because what happens is the medicine comes in and leaves, and now you have to fucking you gotta analyze all that shit, dude. That takes time. That's done in your subconscious, dude. That's done. Oof, that's a lot of work afterwards. But anyway, um, so now they do injectables, and you're under for an hour. And I Martin Ball, he has a YouTube. And he watched his whole thing on how his whole now it's a beautiful ceremony. Don't get me wrong, and you can see his pain and what he's going through, and even his delight. You can see everything that he was going through, and some people just probably think that fucking guy's just, but he's not. It's crazy. I recommend it if somebody wants to watch that video. Um, I'll
So
put
you
the
do?
link in here.
Did you execute on any of your stuff this week?
On my personal page, just a basic small post. Shit, did I was even fucking how far behind those 4 days behind, maybe 3 days behind on posting the other video, episode 40.
Really?
Yeah, dude. No, I'm yeah. This week has been fucking not a fun one. Not a fun one. Yeah, here he is, Mutton Ball. Um, no, dude. I need to fucking today. That's so. Like Dolly goes, okay. So what are we doing on Sunday? I'm like, well, I need to do my call, and then I'm gonna have to focus on my stuff. I gotta focus on what's going on. You know, I have to do some work because I've been doing airplanes the whole week. The whole week. You know, I was like, I can't do
Good.
this.
You probably needed to.
Huh?
You probably needed to. You needed the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's true too. But
So, well, yeah.
I don't, and by any means, you know.
What's
But
up?
I said I'm not complaining at all.
Yeah. I don't
No, no, no. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining.
know.
But it was
Yeah. No, I figured I asked because I did a lot
Monday
of
though.
research last week.
Yeah. Oh, please enlighten me.
Well,
Let
because
me let me get my notepad out.
we had started talking about click funnels, and
Yes, please.
was like, all right, well, because I know I had designed some funnels before, but they weren't really effective. And it's like, I know how to do it, the basic process, but I was like,
Oh, wait. The only thing that got done this week was the finance. Got it. Sat down with the finance guy, and he already concurred everything. He won't come into business with me, but he gave me a really good out. He goes, Nest, if it's your product and everything. Now, yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up because that's exactly where I need to focus on today. Thank you. Go. Shit, I can't see, dude. Oh, my glasses. Dolly's glasses are closer.
that's funny. Go see what we're going.
Just
So you have the finance stuff that you to work on today, and then
well, that's the funnel. That's the funnel. Exactly what you're talking about.
so
That with that decision, the funnel is the
okay.
is what I have to focus on today. Yes.
So the deal with the funnel is that you have to have the other stuff set up too, and that sucks.
How? How is this
did
possible?
it just fall out or did it snap?
No, it fell out.
Oh, was it just fell
At
out?
least at least it was caught on video that all I was doing was cleaning them.
That's so funny.
What the fuck? She'll kill me.
It's so funny when you always said my wife's gonna kill me. She's not gonna kill you,
Well, that's true.
bro.
That is, that is true. All
It
right, go
might,
ahead.
might give you a
Tell
little
me
bit.
about the.
Well,
Tell
all
me
right.
what you the final, please.
Um, I have email marketing that I had set up for the website, and like I sent the step by step tutorial when I got it, and then I'm going through and I rabbit hole YouTube and I start with copywriting because I was like, well, it's like if you don't have effective copy, people aren't going to buy, and I need to figure out why that's the issue. And it's like, all right, this is a pretty simple fix. I can learn this. And then we start getting into how the structure of emails. You only get into the like if you got stuff coming in your funnel, you got great copy, people are actually clicking on it, you're getting engagement, people want what you have to offer, and then they're clicking on it. Nobody buys the first time, very few.
Hmm.
So
Correct.
if you don't have something in place that's going to capture and then sit them through a flow that's going to automate the process of them being reached out to. Like the one that I looked at, he was like, yeah, he was like, so your subscription flow, your welcome flow, whatever. He's like, it's like 6 to 12 emails deep to figure out how far you're gonna go. That's just the start. And so I go back and I'm watching more of this stuff, and it's like that's what my guy was talking about when he said he's been working on the back end of all of this stuff, and now he's ready to launch the freaking funnel.
Oh my God. Now I
And so,
understand.
like that, all the email flow, like all the stuff that because you're gonna have to be in front of them a lot. And I know even listening to Andy Purcell is the go to
Yeah.
of entrepreneurship and from what I've seen. And he was like, some people have to interact with your brand 10 times before they even think about it. So that's what I started digging into and digging further into it. And I was like, oh, okay, so all that money you spent on Google ads and Meta ads this year is kind of a waste of money unless you can actually get in front of them repeatedly instead of paying for retargeting ads. And so that was the bulk of the research that was done this week. I started making changes and stuff like that and working on copy and all this. But yeah, that's where a very significant portion of time is going to have to go is setting up your
Is setting up all those damn emails and exactly how the funnel works.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So fuck me, dude. So he says it's what, 36 emails approximately?
I'll send you the the link to it. Um, I
Yeah.
watched I watched like 3 from him because I
Because fuck, because I was watching. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was watching that tutorial on so all I gotta focus is basically the verbiage for each one.
you know yeah.
So
So
it's
that's
it's
that's how it started too because I started watching an 8-hour copywriting course is what it was, and I was like, all right, this is cool, but AI can do most of your copy, but that's not that big of a deal. You can figure out and you're like, all right, yeah, I like this changes, whatever, blah, blah. And this guy actually goes through like people don't like long explanations. Like he's like, you guys are trying to sound clever. Like quit fucking trying to sound clever and get to the point. Like, so it's just one of the simple things. But yeah, so that was because I got stuck in the truck all week, and It wasn't sitting on a job site. Like I was all over the state, um,
Mhm.
all week. So it's like, all right, and same thing this next week too. It's going to be the nature of things. So,
That's why that's another reason why I also said to myself that taking the regular job would be a good idea. But in that regular position, that's another reason why I did submit my letter to
mm,
uh you know I mean I asked for heaven and earth in that letter, but I don't know. They haven't answered, by the way. They haven't even called or texted.
okay.
He who speaks last at first loses, right?
But there's the what I said.
So,
That's an actual close.
huh?
That's an actual close though. You're not there yet.
So I should call and say what's up?
That was just a proposal.
Huh?
That was just a proposal, right? Yeah.
That was yeah, that's what I proposed.
Yeah,
So we're still negotiating. That's
right,
my first negotiation. You know,
right.
he didn't want to throw a number out there. He didn't want to throw, listen to me. He didn't want to throw a number. I said, how much money? I asked him, I said, how much money are you, what title, what position you want me in, and how much money you willing to put in there? He goes, give me your number. It's an open checkbook.
Did he say
I'm
that?
like, yeah, dude. I'm like, okay, all right. Did he say that? I think he did, dude. He goes, yes, he did. And you know why? Because at the end, dude, I showed you mine, dude. Now show me yours. Like he said, you know what I mean? So I, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I know that what I asked for is like pulling teeth. You know, giving me 10% on fucking the whole everything on paper, motherfucker. And you can't pull me out. You can't buy me out. None of that shit, dude. This shit grows. You guys put more money in. I don't give a fuck. I'm riding all the way up.
And that's the
Right?
guy. Is that the one we were talking about before?
Yeah, that's the one that didn't want to put me in, and then they hired some other guy to be the director of maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
and guy was just a fucking douche, disrespectful, and I didn't care for him, and I knew the company and the direction that he wanted to go, and I'm like, you know what, I love you, I'm out. I don't like this guy. I'm out. You know, I didn't have anything. I was like, I'm out. And I walked away. I said, this is your company, dude. I walk away. I'm out. Well, now I gave myself a very good way out that I can say, hey, you're going to pay me to do a job, to fill a position, right? That's what I said in that email. You're going to pay me to do a position. You're going to make me a 10% equity partner. Okay. 10% equity partner across the board. And you're going to pay me to do a certain position for no more than 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I said, I'm going to hire that person and I will be in charge of all and I will be in charge of that person. That was going to be my job. That's it. I'm going to be in charge of that person. That's it. Oh, maybe another guy too. Maybe two. That's it, dude. Remotely from Alaska. So fuck you, pay me. And I asked them for fucking a shitload of money.
Good.
I asked them for a shitload of money by saying, this is how much I've made my year to date. This is my year to date. And this is how much money I've made by working airplanes. It has been this amount. Personal jobs, other shop jobs, whatever it was. Boom. This is everything I've done year to date. And we still got a month left, which is, I don't know. You know, these are big months. If I wanted to, I could make 60, 70 grand this month, you know, but no, no, no,
Yeah,
not
my
doing
wife
it.
would
I'm
be
not doing
mad.
that one.
She'd be so
Oh
mad.
yeah.
She'd be like,
Oh yeah.
Like,
My my
really?
my 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 the guy who I'm doing the aviator school with down in Opelika. He's got the warehouse. We're building out the center. You know, we're the actual structure to build a physical location, right?
Mm,
So he has the warehouse. He's got the office space. So we're doing that. That's in process. This takes time, but it's in process. You know, I told Nelson, I was like, I told him specifically, I was like, we need to do this whole thing because uh I need to do this whole process so I can bring in some money so that I can dedicate time to finish building the physical school, you know,
mm,
because I'm not going to pay anybody for labor, so it's just me, him, you know. So I need a cushion of money, you know what I mean, to go out and finish the build out on all that stuff.
mm,
um so in February, these people, the aviator school guys are coming. They're coming back. There is a major event in Orlando. No, it's not a major event. There's a little regional MBAA regional up in Orlando, I think in February, and then they're going to come back down here and they're going to sit down with us and formalize everything else. And that's after I go in there and show them, hey, this is what we did. This is the run. This is what we sold. So what a mess, dude. My mind is everywhere. Fuck me. It's a lot of shit, dude. That's a lot of shit.
yeah. Well, it's just that is what it is at this point. It's the end of the year.
Yeah,
And,
it's crazy because all these fucking, you know, and so I try not to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to go through all the dude. I've missed holidays. I'm done with all that shit, dude.
mm,
I, I, I value my time so much more now. That's the thing. That's the thing that I didn't value before. That is true. You know, I'd rather go out there and make the money or work it or this or that. And that's the thing, dude. Most people don't understand. If you have a job and if you have a, you know, if you don't have freedom, you're not thinking. And if you're not thinking, you can't. We have to change our concept of attaching time with money, right? And that's the
it's
one thing
hard.
that it's
It's very hard to
extremely
break.
hard because, and the reason it's hard is because we've been indoctrinated by a fucking system. That's
I mean,
pretty much what it comes down to.
that is the system. Like that is the slavery system. Like, yeah, you know, we're gonna pay you for your time. Like
Mhm.
most people don't know, you can make, you know, $5 grand an hour if you can set up the right stuff. And so it's just
And here's the beautiful part. Right now, I was watching this podcast with uh, the young man who interviews everybody. Uh, hey,
George
beautiful
Wilson.
car. Not the beautiful car guy. The other guy who goes the hey, how you doing? Have you ever been broke before? Have you ever been broke before, guy? Right? And
I don't know.
no, dude,
No.
this kid, he he just goes around. He has like 100,000 subscribers. He's got a huge following. And he literally just goes around looking for rich people and going, "Excuse me, sir, you know, have you ever been? Is this your car? Yeah, well, you know, what did you do to earn, you know, this car? Well, I own a
I think
business,
I've seen
whatever.
some shorts.
Huh?
I think I might have seen some shorts of him, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah. Well, you know, and watching his stuff, I was like, he interviewed this lady. She's a billionaire, right? I don't remember her name, whatever. And she goes, people don't understand how important it is. He goes, yes, we keep getting richer. Yes, we're going to continue getting richer just because we have opportunities and we know how to follow the opportunities and we have the means to follow the opportunities. But people don't understand that if I stop you guys can pass me up because it's a level playing field. You don't know anything. We don't know anything. It's so this is a completely different times right now. You know, like the next Steve Jobs is building something right now, right out there. The next Elon Musk like is developing right the fuck now because how easy it is to make money over the internet. People are just insanely doing it. But you have to have the time to learn this shit. You know, that's exactly what she was saying.
You gotta make the time. Nobody has the
So
time.
nobody has the time. That's why they're paying people to give for their time. But so there you go. So it's up to us to fucking try to figure this shit out too and try to take advantage of it as much as possible. You know,
No.
and
And
that's where it comes down to.
I had heard something this week while I was digging through all these different videos, trying to get the right information. And there was a guy that was a print on demand. Is how he started, and
Yeah.
everything he learned, he had transitioned over to a marketing agency. And he is like, the crazy thing a lot of people don't realize. He's like, there's a lot of great brands out there that fail because they don't know how to market properly because they can't get the eyeballs. He's like, and then there's just straight up dumpster fire products that people are buying religiously because they know how to market. And I was just like, son of a bitch. Oh, this is like, it's really, it made so much sense. Of course, I got great products. People like that shit. So, like, the mug that's in your hand is fucking quality.
Fucking
This
love them.
one
Yeah, I love these
is,
mugs.
yeah, this thing's over, it's like, what, a year and a half old? It looks damn near brand new,
Brand
except
new. Brand new. Yeah.
before I banged it. It was like,
Hmm.
so like the stuff lasts, like all my shirts are freaking phenomenal. Some of the designs kind of need to be revamped. Oh, I did put some designs on fire too. I'll show you those. But yeah, I sent you like the little logos for them when I was like tweaking them, and then I put
Yeah. Yeah. You sent me some awesome images, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't gone in there and taken a look.
well, yeah, but like so it was like everybody everybody that's bought my shit likes it. I've got great reviews, and I'm just like, all right, so I don't have a shitty product. Like people, it's like, hey, if you want to look like Daniel in your shirts, you should buy my shirts, bitch. But and then like start plugging into the blog and all this other stuff. Off point, authenticity.
All you have to say is just fucking buy my shirts. They'll make you look good.
I say that I got a first one shirt on, of course, but yeah, but whatever. But I got to give it because I learn a lot from Real AF and MFCEO project. So I give them their props, and I do sell their products. I just don't do it on here. So, but like just thinking about like I've got all of these 120 products that I've made
Yeah.
over the past year. I've written like 10 blogs that I've published. There's probably another 15 that are in my head. And like all of this stuff, I could be pushing out and using that through my email flows and marketing stuff like that. But one of the things he was like, you don't have to always buy to tell people to buy when you're like email them. He was like, what if you just gave them some value? And I was like, fuck, man, I got these blogs that they're just sitting there. I was like, nobody's gonna click on the website.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I just like chop those up and like give them little value adds and morning inspiration and stuff like that? And I was like, fuck,
That's that's all part of those are those 35 email chains later, you know, are I keep thinking about that. Because that following up and that person has to be consistently here. Hey, don't give up on your dreams. You got to do it. Dude, I can just imagine how much shit you got to go through.
uh, like just a little morning inspiration or whatever the fuck it is. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's like you need to be in somebody's email box, 2 to 3 times a week, 2 at a minimum. And I was like, he's like, and you stay top of mind instead of bottom of mind. And he's like, you don't want to overdo it. but you do need to make sure that. And I was like thinking about the people that are in my email box that I actually open their emails are Tate and Priscilla, and like, and he's like, they need to open it because it's you, not because of the subject line. And so if you're delivering value, then they're actually going to open that email. And it's like, so I get, I don't know, probably 150 emails a day, and really the only two that I can like think about that I actually open are those two guys. It's not because they're trying to sell me anything. And guess what? If I get a text message from First Form, I actually open it and go see what they're trying to sell me and see if I want to buy it because I actually value their products. And I value what they give to me. And so I was just like, all right, Andy, you freaking marketing genius. I hate you. You did this to me and I didn't even see it happen. Well done, sir. But that's important. So yeah, that's what I learned from this week. So yeah, we got a lot of emails to write. And
Oh my God, dude, you don't even want to know. Like,
but I did get like 10 subscribers out for relaunching the Jordan Peterson stuff.
hold on.
That's it.
That's my iCloud account only. I still got to go through some of those.
I don't even. I think I hid the Mail app. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, you're not.
Yeah,
It's just it's a 4-digit number. 8,000.
yeah, it's the same.
8,209.
Oh, now you doubled me.
I
You
was,
got me beat. You
I
got
was
me beat.
complaining about my
Only one
email.
email. How many emails is in that one now?
This one
No,
only.
like no. Because this one is only one email. This is only one email of mine. So
So that was only showing part of them. Total is 11,612.
God damn. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got me beat. Well, total, how many are in the total? Because if I go to the other side, yeah,
Yeah, that's just all email boxes. So that's
yeah.
my main, and then that's my uh the the main, the Shopify store, the WFG one. That's actually going bye bye because I resigned from them last week. Um, then my which Outlook is my work Outlook, my personal Outlook, the store again, the coaching, and it's all of them. Yeah, there's too much stuff. Yeah, like I'm gonna end up just bulk deleting anything from like mid-year back because if I haven't opened it yet, then I'm not gonna open it. And if it's not important, they'll email me again. But I do have to find the one from the CPA because I know there's one in there that I need. But other than that, so, but my wife used to put my email address down on a contest. So
On
she
the what?
on the contest, like so she was in a store and they would give her a coupon for adding an email. Like she put my email
Yeah,
address,
yeah, yeah. Oh, no way.
and so that's led to uh, some pretty ridiculous. Like I can delete 20 and like 30 more populate in like seconds, and I'm just like,
Yeah, yeah. Well, that happened with my Gmail account.
yeah,
No, that started with my Yahoo, and then it went to my Gmail, and then it went to another Gmail. Oh man, yeah,
and
that's
I've
not
had that
fun.
email address for a long freaking time, and it's almost to the point where I'm going to end up just like mixing it and starting another one. And I've had that. It's tied to everything, and I'm just like I don't know what else to do.
I stopped growing fond of email addresses. Email addresses are just, you know, yeah, because as far as like the main one, every time I start a main one, I think the only main one would probably be my iCloud, and it's turning into the fucking what I have now already, like 4,000 on 4,500, 4,700 unread, 4,800, 4,878 unread. I don't know, man. It's turning into one of those. So I've been slowly walking away from that.
Yeah, I have like there's 15 emails from freaking Pipeline Pro, like in 2 days.
Yeah,
That's considered spam. I don't know why. That's something not cool.
yeah,
But everybody has their Black Friday stuff, and that's probably what it really kicked up a notch.
well, that's true too.
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah.
but so
Oh my goodness. You know what? Hold on. I just saw the glasses again. I can't leave it like that. I'm gonna go get the little screwdriver set. Yeah, because she'll fucking kill me, dude.
you're not kidding. I'd be
I'll be right
upset.
back. I'll be right back.
It's 10 weeks for processing. I guess I'm gonna do that today. I was gonna work on the kitchen today, but I am so sore. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the other stuff. I need to do my passport. I need to do my concealed carry. I need to do that BOI form and get that stuff all squared away before the new year. And then work on marketing. So maybe I'll schedule out a monthly video so I don't have to come here every morning and do it. If possible, if I have time. Oh, I hear you. So, I started posting the No Face channel last night too, to see if it would do anything, and I only got 4 views. I haven't opened that one. Oh, well, it's got wonderful. Yeah, still no sound from you. Oh wow, Slay the Dragon is actually getting views. Look for that guy. That's exciting. So you can't hear me? Really? Let's see. My microphone is working. It is showing me that it's working. You're gonna have to restart again. Yeah, no, it ain't me. Switch to your other. No, not at all. I cannot hear you. Never fails. It never freaking fails. That's funny.
Talk about having some technical difficulties,
Every freaking time, man.
Technical difficulties. Wait, where's this thing?
I don't know what thing you're talking about.
I just brought it. Ah.
Oh, the screwdriver?
Yeah. Okay. And I got a little kit. Little. I have no idea what size this shit is. Oh, that's easy. Ha! Oh, all right. Get it. And of course, these cocksuckers aren't magnetic, you piece of shit. Fuck.
It's not nice. I was told that I'm not allowed to work out today.
You were told you couldn't what?
I'm not allowed to work out today.
My mom.
Yeah, that's all legit. Like, and when I was like, "Are you serious right now?" I was like, "You're trying to tell me?" And like, she looked at me like I was the biggest fucking idiot ever. Like, no, motherfucker, you know, sit your ass down. So I'm gonna put the weeds in the garden before she today.
Wow. Okay. There you go. Well, she knows how to take care of you, though. She wants to make sure that you're okay.
She knows that I need to rest too, and I know that, and I don't do it enough. But I have been sleeping a lot more. So
yes, that's a good thing. Wait, but tell me more. Yeah. So you've been in the fucking truck all week. You got all that extra time. So what's going on with that shit, dude? That sucks for you too, though.
Hold on, what you say now?
I said you said you were in the truck all week, though, right?
Yeah. So that's a frustrating part of what's going on, but it's all good because like we all know that Daniel does not mind driving a truck. I like driving a truck. I'm good at driving a truck, but I am very capable of doing much more than that, and I feel like that's not where I need to be. But I am getting paid my higher salary to do that because they can't find somebody to replace me. So it's okay. So I'm making what I should be making to be in the office to drive a truck, which is extremely expensive for the company. And so you think they'd find somebody quicker, but they just can't, apparently. Can't find competent people, which is so I've been Naples to Boca Grande and Sarasota and every rich around it this week. Past couple weeks actually. And like tomorrow I'm going out to like the middle of Florida to go get to the middle of Florida to drive back to the beach then back to the middle of Florida, then back to the beach. Um, and I mean that's just the what the nature of my life is right now. It's cool because not. Yeah,
No,
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's cool, but it's not.
no. Yeah.
They're just
It's listen, I understand. Please, you don't have to fucking explain that one, dude.
yeah.
Just I do a lot of cool shit that I don't give a fuck about. If I showed you, I swear to God, dude, I was thinking about that. I was like, dude, I am blessed beyond measure, dude. I have a fucking killer job. Fuck it, you could have it. You know, but it just goes to remind you of one thing now. All right, it really is, and that's the cool thing about why you and I get along so well, because we know how to make good use of our real time, of our spare time.
Yeah.
You know, like we know we don't like it. We don't just bitch about it. We're actually trying to do something about it. So just that's pretty much what it comes down to.
Um, uh, see, it's elliptical concrete weight. All right, so I'm curious of how much this weighs. So it's 1,000 pounds per foot, about 1,245 pounds per linear foot, and these things are 8 feet long.
Oh my god, dude!
And so I have a video of me loading these and unloading these last week and hauling those across the city. Um, and that's what I did on Thursday. Wednesday, well, that Thursday morning, you guys on your e-bikes. You guys on your e-bikes. I understand that they're fun and they go fast and you ride them on sidewalks. But you mofos need to not cross when there's a no walk sign because there might be 100,000 pounds of truck turning on a green arrow. And with you coming up the wrong side of traffic on the sidewalk, this lady almost lost her life. And but everybody would have witnessed it. It would have been on video, and she knew it because she almost fell off her bike and she put her hands up with her hand on the freaking. Hey, you guys got to stop doing this shit because if there's somebody that's even in a car and if they don't see your stupid ass going 30 miles an hour up the fucking sidewalk, they're gonna fucking kill you. And like I was talking to somebody about it, and they're like, "Oh, at least it'll be a quick death." I was like, "The movies have you guys think that you're gonna die on impact when you get into certain situations, the accidents." No, if you're lucky, you die at impact. If you're not, you suffer and die slowly, or you live as a quadriplegic, and somebody has to take care of you for the rest of your life, or you're a fucking vegetable. Stop doing dumb shit. Every fucking week, I almost kill somebody, and if I'm not paying attention, they would be dead. And so, yeah, that's my job to pay attention. But still, like it's nonsense. You guys got to stop. Sorry. But yeah, so that was. I talked to my mom on the way home from Naples after I dropped the truck off. And she's like, "How's your day?" I was like, "Yeah, it's one of those days." She's like, "You sound tired." Yeah, yeah, just processing like the lady that almost lost her life because she was like having to get. Like you can tell, she was loving that thing. She had a little fucking her yellow bike helmet on, all yellow, had some knee pads. Like you can tell she was getting it on the e-bike. You can go really fast when you got a fucking pedal. But yeah. And she was like, "Well, they think they have the right of way." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You understand that you follow the same rules as a vehicle. Like your ass needs to be in the bike lane or in the right lane. If there's no bike lane, not on the sidewalk, you need to follow the rules of the road. Like cyclists, all you guys, freaking ridiculous." So yeah, so I blocked all of the northbound lanes of traffic, and like I had to recompose myself. Was I'm sideways in the intersection with the excavator, and it's just like, yeah. And so like it's yeah, yeah. I need to get the mechanic to give me the access to the camera so I can start pulling those, because there's quite a few of them. People stopping in the center lane on the interstate because they're going to miss their exit.
Oh,
People, yeah, people jumping out in front of a fully loaded tandem because the right lane is exiting. Well, they didn't get out of it, so they're stuck there, and so they'll jump out in front of the truck that's going 70 miles an hour with the full load because they're sick of sitting in that line instead of waiting for actual breaking traffic. So, but it's just the fun stuff. That's it's
yeah, dude.
so that's what I've been dealing with on the
That it reminded me there was a I don't know if it was a meme or a picture that I saw or what, I don't know, but it was a fucking guy going fast on a fucking bike who rear-ended a fucking tractor trailer. Yeah.
picking up
Um,
pieces.
let's just say, yeah, there was nothing. I mean, he became barbecue, just
So,
ground beef. The other one, there was another one that uh, you could see the guy's head like embedded in the trailer door, and then
mm,
he's just hanging though. He's hanging
that
from the
sucks.
door. That's that. So I saw two of those, and they were from fucking. I think the other one was also a motorcycle, but it wasn't going that fast. But it was fast enough that his head broke the fucking door, bent the door in enough that he's hanging from his head. He's hanging from his head. I don't know how his head didn't just blow off, but yeah,
Dude,
dude.
put the microphone down. Every time you move it, it feedback. It's like
Ah, sorry.
freaking no, you're cool. It's no, it's a I got a buddy that's a firefighter in Ohio. He's the medic on a fire crew, whatever the fuck it's called. And he
Yeah.
sends me some of the fucking like grossest videos.
Oh no, I don't want to see that shit.
And I'm just like, dude, like this
Yeah.
stuff is like it makes me it's what they say cringeworthy, I think is the term. Like it'll make your skin crawl when you see that shit.
Well, actually, yeah. I was gonna say it's like I could view it. I just can't watch it happen. you know?
I'll start sending you some of the shit that he sends me because he sends me a lot of it. I'm like, dude, that's
Yeah,
like,
send me one and let me see what happens. Yeah.
yeah.
Because I don't
So
I know Dolly, dude. Back in the day, there used to be a website called rotten.com.
I remember Rod.com. I only
Yeah.
ventured there one time and never went back.
Oh, dude, we used to go in there all the time.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah, I can see things. I can. I just can't watch it being done. You know what I mean? If the guy becomes barbecue, he became barbecue. I can see that. Like, oh yeah, it's just a reminder we're all fucking animals anyway. But it's just but the other sense is like I can't, dude. One time somebody sent me a video. I can't watch a mutilation.
mm-hmm.
I can't watch that. Like,
Well,
remember like back in the day the old cartel videos?
yeah.
Like there was a guy who fucking I saw I don't know where that video came from. I don't know why I saw it or where it was, but they cut the guy's leg off and then they beat him with it.
That's pretty ridiculous. All right. Yeah.
How? That's
Like
insane.
damn.
That I can't watch. There was another one that there was a guy he fucking self sliced his penis like
Yeah.
no
That,
no
No,
No, I
yeah,
can't do that,
get
dude.
out of here, bro.
I get the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, no, that's disgusting. So have you been watching the current events at all? See the
No,
uproar
nope.
of President Biden pardoning his son. Um, People are hot about that one. What do you think he was going to do?
You know what?
That nobody should be surprised that that pardon was
There's no, yeah, come on. I mean, there's just, they found cocaine in a White House bathroom, not in a public place, in a very private, very specific areas
we don't know
where
whose it was.
we
You
don't know who,
guys know exactly
we
who
don't
that
know whose this was.
freaking nose running.
You know, so, but here's the thing. I mean, this is history in itself right there, guys. Unfortunately, our president just incriminated himself.
I'm very interested to see how it plays out now that he can't claim the fifth because there's no risk of prosecution, and
So he's
so
gonna
he'll have to freaking, well,
disclose.
either that or he'll have to be held in contempt, and either way he'll have to go to jail. But so he now he has to tell on his family, or he'll have to put himself in contempt because he can't plead the fifth. So we'll see about that. I'm not.
Ooh,
I don't.
you,
I
you think they can do that, dude?
Oh,
Wait,
I
if
fucking
he
know they
if
can. If
oh
you
my god, wait. So just because now that he's pardoned, everybody knows that he can't lie, and
okay,
because he can't lie, he's gonna fucking snitch on his fucking family?
he doesn't have.
Oh,
If they get him, I mean, that was like that's my thought process because there's no risk of incrimination because the Fifth Amendment or the Fifth doesn't apply at all. You can't perjure yourself, and so you can either be held in contempt of court or you can answer the question. So now everybody's like, nobody's saying anything about this. Nobody's thinking about it. Like that could
but,
be wrong, but I
but
doubt I.
but here's the thing, dude. Why do you think Trump didn't put Hillary in jail?
I don't know, honestly.
He said it himself in a fucking podcast. He goes, I can't put Hillary in jail. If I put Hillary in jail, a former US president's wife,
Mm.
I can't put her in jail. It's impossible. If I do, Trump said that. He goes, if I do that, I hurt my country.
He did. I remember him saying he hurt the country.
Right. So with that being, he goes, he goes, what's going on now with Biden? He can't do anything to Biden, dude. He can't do anything because a sitting president, dude, pardoning his son for a whole bunch of shit, dude. They can't go after the Bidens, dude. It's just for the sake of saving face. Either A, you destroy our government, which I think you should, but
Yeah,
to a certain extent, I mean, he had to ruffle the right feathers. He's gonna have to, but it's a change that, holy cow, man.
yeah. So this has been some interesting. I it doesn't even like I get it. I'm not surprised that he pardoned him, but I am a little annoyed that. I guess annoyed isn't even a word. It's not. It's well because so he is get pardoned on his what $100,000 tax debt that he never paid. Meanwhile, I'm paying $40,000 in taxes,
Yeah.
and I've already paid more than that, and I'm just still paying interest at this point. And
Yeah.
if my black ass don't do that shit, oh, let me rephrase that. My American ass doesn't do that shit, then I go to jail. Or you're going to put a lien on my house, or you're going to garnish my wages. And so this guy gets to go out there and make over $1 million, not pay his taxes, and not go to jail, not have any repercussions. That's fucking bullshit. Um,
Yeah.
period. And we were talking about this last night. We had so there's a ritual for the post Spartan race. Is we used to go to Pinchers and sit on the water and have some drinks, eat seafood. So we went to Deep Lagoon and sat by the water, had some drinks, and had some tacos and seafood and stuff like that. And then we do a bonfire if it's in the wintertime. So we did a bonfire last night. We are sitting out there talking. And my wife, she's like, for the amount of money that we make, she's like, we don't live a lifestyle to where our bank account isn't fatter than it is. I was like, yeah, it's because we give X amount to taxes and all the entitlement programs and stuff like that. It's like,
Yeah.
and like, all right, it kind of is what it is. She's like, even like the credit card debt. Like, yeah, well, I mean, that's a result of X, Y, and Z. It's like, so just kind of have to play it how it is and pay it off. And like, that's all there is to it. And she's like, but it's just frustrating. And I was like, yeah, it's a frustration point to where somebody is able to skate on the things that the American population can't do. Like, they put Wesley Snipes in jail for freaking tax evasion because he didn't pay his back taxes. And he's a pretty prominent guy. So, that's just, yeah. Yeah. What was her name? The freaking cookie lady was Martha Stewart, insider trading. And we got Nancy Pelosi out trading Warren Buffett. Like,
And here's the thing, though. Exactly that whole Martha Stewart, I think, became even more popular.
she did.
She increased her net worth so much more.
Because everybody knew that was wrong. They shouldn't have put her in jail for that. There's no way. Like, yeah, you're gonna lose all your money if you don't take it out. Like, all right, thank you. Out. That's illegal. Meanwhile, freaking our government is making more money than it. Like, it's this. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. So that's the stuff that's where my frustration lies. Is right there because the peasant class is out here doing peasant shit, and the people that are supposed to be serving us are not serving us; they're serving themselves.
That is correct. Unfortunately,
so, yeah.
They're just serving themselves. Yes, you said it specifically, and that's the part that sucks. Because if you think about it, what kind of representation? We're not allowed to fucking live off grid. We have to be fucking. They need to know specifically. If I have a child, right? I could have a fucking child here at the house, have a baby, and it's illegal not to let anybody know that I had a baby.
Really?
I have to get a birth. Huh? It needs to be documented. You have to have a birth certificate. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
and I'm like, wait, so just imagine this. All right. Let's say I lived out. Fuck it. Here. I live here. And my daughter has a fucking child. And I'm so embarrassed. And I keep that child here. And I raise that child. He never fucking leaves the house. He never goes out there. He only stays in the confines of my backyard and the house. Let's just say shit could happen, right? So for the next 20 years, he is homeschooled. He's smart. All right, dude, go out there and make your life. He has no ID, no driver's license, no nothing, no birth certificate, no social security number, none of that shit. How is that but I've lived here my whole life. Prove it. So where are they going to go? You're an undocumented alien. You're an illegal. How is the fuck he was born here? Right? But there's no proof.
I mean, hey, that might be a hack right there. If you want to live off the government for the entirety of your existence,
Never give them. Yep, never give
Yeah,
them a birth certificate.
yeah, no kidding. So, yeah, I mean, at least in this current administration, I don't know. They might get deported next year. So,
And
um,
that's the whole thing. Deported where?
oh yeah, there's no country of origin. That's crazy.
There's no country of origin.
Born here, bitch. That's I
There,
never thought about that. That's a very interesting point. But yeah, that's kind of crazy.
you
Because I
can't.
mean,
You
like
can't. There's no like. Yeah.
ideally, I'd like to. And if Alaska's warm for like part of the year, good God, I would like to just go disappear in the wilderness and never come back.
Why don't we take one of those Alaska things? Let's do that for 26.
What a
Like
cruise!
in July. Yeah, it's like those month-long cruises in Alaska. Have you in the summertime? I hear they're beautiful.
Look, there's a listen. If there is a point to where this channel actually grows to where it should be, and we're bringing in money and ad revenue and all that other stuff, it'd be really cool. Across all the platforms, yeah, there'll be nothing but fucking travel and fucking content.
Oh
So,
yeah, man. That's now you understand what I want to do.
oh, I understood it for a long time.
Yo, no. I know you have, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
that's exactly what I told my wife. I was like, I will do nothing but study this YouTube thing, and I can afford to just not do nothing but study it.
yeah. I would I would actually just be paying people to do all that shit. So
Yep.
I would
Oh
understand
yeah.
it, and then I'd pay somebody to do it.
Correct
Is
that way you know if it's being done right.
right. But same thing with the editing. Like, yeah, dude, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
The reason I know is because I know how to.
Oh, speaking of that, dude, I haven't paid for anything. Because I was paying them before for
The
the
SEO.
the SEO.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done any SEO in 2 weeks. I need to. I'm gonna wait until the end of the month and then see what my numbers are different. So that's zero SEO in the month of December. I want to make sure and see if I'm spending that money wisely or not. I want to see the differences in my channel. I may have to extend it to maybe even January or February. Just wait up. I don't know. Maybe late January. I don't know, but I wanted to see if there's any type of movement. I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
I've
I
been
need to.
I've been pretty heavy on the vidIQ software and been actually understanding how keywords work and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I think that was something that was missing was the I wasn't using keywords and that keywords and tags. They say tags don't really make that much of a difference, but the keywords seem to make a pretty good solid difference. Because I know because you're the one that told me to relaunch the no face videos and all the
Yes.
motivational videos, stuff like that. And I think I got
Yes.
10 subscribers last week from the shorts
Yeah.
videos. But it's really hitting
Awesome.
it's fucking annoying as shit because it's like I'll have one day where those will get 0 views, and then I'll go in there and I'll start tweaking the keywords and messing with the title, and like I'll change the title. I'll I'll go find keywords that are relevant to that to Jordan Peterson or Jim Rohn or Stoicism or
Yeah.
whatever. And like I'll have to sit there and play with that, and until I find the right combination, like zero traffic. Even on some of our videos, I'll go change the title 3 times. There's one of them that I posted the same title 3 times, 3 different videos, and it was
I
zero.
have I
And
have noticed that
it's annoying.
I have noticed that in the last 2 weeks since the SEO. I don't know why. I have noticed that, and that was my views are my daily views are a little bit lower on
Mm.
my on certain videos, but overall channel wise, I'm not. So I need to see that and see if it's actually worthwhile because I actually had him. I was having him tweak the aviator school stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I was having him.
tweak the aviator school stuff first, and then first he did he did mind shift, and then I put him on aviator school. But I'm noticing a difference now that I'm not paying for anything. I'm still there was a slight difference.
Yeah. So that was been a little more like even this Slay the Dragon was the first. And that also, yeah, it was the first one that I ever did. But the first like edit that I ever put together, and that like rewatching that stuff, I was like, dude, these are freaking like actually pretty fucking good.
You were.
Videos. I'm like really annoyed that nobody has seen them.
So I guess it's all in the wordings.
So, but yeah, like if you ever get vidIQ, and I think I got it on my phone, so it's attached to my phone bill. And
As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do right now then, because since I'm not paying for the other one, I should pay for the vidIQ.
All right. Yeah, and it's pretty cheap. I think it's like 10 or 20 bucks. Okay. I don't even know if it's that much, but you can if you're on your desktop, you can actually look at this. Is so funny because people will send me like screen grabs, and that's how I found out. It's like, oh yeah, you're missing your keywords, your tags, blah blah blah. It's like, I can optimize all this. It's like, what program is that? Okay, download. And so that's how I started seeing it. Like if you look at other people's videos, you can see like title change, title change, title change, and then it'll skyrocket. And so you can see how many times they changed their title, and that's what made me start doing that. It's like little stuff like that I didn't know existed. So
you've unlocked an exclusive offer. Haha. 74% off vidIQ boost. What the fuck is that? I don't know.
I haven't paid for any boost, so
I don't need vidIQ boost. I need vidIQ. Where's Paul?
What does the boost actually do?
I don't know. I don't know anything. Sign in, continue as Nestor, see what's happened. Did I do this already? I think I did. No, I gotta pay. All right. Card number. I'll be back. I'll do that shit right now.
I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
All right.
So, yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
What was that?
So I'll probably just end up doing this for a lot of the day. But, yeah, I have to go to the chiropractor as well.
Really?
Oh yeah. Every week. That is the ritual.
Oh, that's right. You You have a membership, right?
Yeah, I go every week. So I tried to. My wife told me to go along probably 2 years ago, and that's when not even 3 years at this point, is when I was doing 75 hard in the Live Hard program, and like my foot was going numb when I was running. So I started going then and got it corrected, and then I stopped, and it kept coming back, and so now I just go. It's just maintenance, and they're like, why do you show up here every week without any problems? I was like, well, the reason why I don't have the problems is because I come here every week. And she's like, okay, well, she's like, it's good to see you're trying to take care of yourself. And then she starts like working on my hip. And I've never heard the chiropractor, like, she groaned and grimaced, like, I was like, what was that? She was like, that does not sound good. And I was like, that's why I'm here every week. She was like, you can hear it. She like feel like how tight it was. And I was like, that's why I'm here every week. Because like she was like, touche. I was like, and I'll see you next Sunday. The only thing
that is cool.
The only thing that sucks is they rotate from different locations. And so, like, Dr. Margaret is probably my favorite, but I haven't seen her in like 3 months because they've got her at different locations. And then I can't remember the other guy, the gentleman that I've seen. I've caught him at a couple of different locations, but he's not at, like, every time I get used to somebody and I like what they're doing, then they move them to another freaking location. This is me off because there's the Bonita Springs, Fort Myers, and then there's the Cape Coral. And I'm not driving to all these places. I'm just gonna keep on going the same one unless I'm in the other places. But yeah, no. So the don't know. I don't even know the new lady's name. She's real cool though. But she's actually, there's a young guy and a lady that's probably more my age, and she has figured out how to actually crack my neck, which most people can't. Like, it's my my neck is strong. My traps don't relax enough. Like, whatever. And so she's like, yeah, because she tried face up the first time I saw her, and it didn't work. And so she made me lay face down, and it makes you relax, apparently. And so she's been the only one that can actually crack my neck. And it's like, oh my God, I can look over my shoulder again. Yeah. So check my blind spots. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm pretty, oh yeah, I'm that guy. Like, I can't scratch my back. That's what it is. It's so bad.
It hurts right there. It hurts right there.
Like,
right.
This is the extent. Like, this is about as far as I can go.
That's so cool.
Like, my shoulder is top for me having to get it. Like, I can go down, but other than that, so.
No.
But I like that hurt right there. So.
Yeah, that's as far. I can't go anywhere.
Uh,
I used to be able to. I can't anymore.
Yeah, my wife can still do that.
I can't.
Like, she can put her hands behind her back in a prayer pose like this.
Yeah. I mean,
like, yeah, that's about as far as it. Yeah, I can do that.
There's no
way. I can make it like here. Yeah.
There's no way, dude.
Yeah, so I got to stretch today. So stretch and chiropractor check.
Because I remember, I used to could do that, but that's not happening anymore.
Oh, like upside down?
Yeah. So.
This is where I'm at now. Fucking forearm cramp.
I forced it.
Yeah, and that's why I
No, that's
supplement.
not. No,
You know,
no.
that's so funny. That's fucking hilarious. But what do you got to get done this week? So you gonna work on email, or are you gonna start building a funnel?
I have to start building the funnel, man. I have
Okay.
to start building the funnels, but then because no, I need to work on the emails first. Because you're
Yeah.
right, they're gonna sign up first, and then 38 fucking emails later, they're gonna come back and go, "Okay, fine, I'll buy." Yeah, I know.
So that's
Fuck me.
so you already have the domain and everything set up, right? So you can freaking the one that I found the most information on, the best tutorials so far has been Clavio. I know, but that one
Wait, what did you say? The who?
it's called Clavio. It was the one,
Clavio?
yeah, it's the one I've been using. I know some people use MailChimp, stuff like that. This one seems to have the most tutorials that I found. Well, let me rephrase that. The tutorial that I found that I like was when from that guy. It was like a 2-hour setup video. It shows you how to set everything up.
Through Clavio?
Well, yeah, and so I guess the thing that I would answer or ask is if you know how to go in and put code snippets into your website. Because if you know how to do that, then because there will be a section where you have to copy codes that will allow Clavio to see what is going on your website. So like click right. So somebody's like scrolling and they're looking around and looking at information, and then it'll be a browse and not leave, browse and leave. So it'll like they didn't do anything on your website but browse and then they left. Well, if they signed up for the email notifications, text notifications, like it'll start the flow, and so it'll do the drip campaign for you without you having to send an email campaign to get it back in front of them. And so I'll send you the tutorials that saved it, and I'll let you watch it. It's all set up for e-commerce, but
That's the
that
same
tutorial
thing.
is
Yeah.
so he'll talk through all that stuff, and I was just like, this is
Yeah.
freaking gold. I wish I'd have found it,
It is.
months ago. But that's what he works with big brands, and he fixes their setup and gets their email flows. And it's like people sleep on emails on marketing because I don't open them that much because I'm busy. But the average consumer, they engage through email quite drastically, especially if they have like they're getting value. And so messages from the founder, stuff like that. Welcome, just a lot of psychology stuff. Young kid too, but freaking phenomenal. I'll send that to you right now before I forget. Yeah, it's Clavio.
Yeah.
Clavio.
Yeah. Klavio. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So that's what and then I'll send you episode 41. I, I just have to attach the thumbnail and I'll send that over to you. Hey guys. I finished that one like last weekend. I just never uploaded it. But I know I'm gonna upload oh wow. On that note, I'm gonna have to hit pause for a second because I gotta freaking pee. I gotta pee bad enough to where it started.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna read something here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Took advantage and got a quick shot of coffee because I have no milk, so I can't make myself my usual cappuccino stuff. So I made myself a quick espresso. Tastes beautiful. Oh boy, dude, this is badass, dude. I didn't know any of this. Thank you.
Oh, the Clavio freaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. There's the guy that has been helping me with my store that well, has given me all the guidance, like getting me started. He was the one that suggested them. Um, and it's a actually pretty inexpensive program for what is needed, necessary. So if you can do it on yourself, start hiring experts, it gets expensive. But and they have looks like they've incorporated some AI with this stuff that I didn't even realize. Um, oh, really? I didn't even realize you do that. Um, they're trying to get me to upgrade. Well, let me figure out what I got to do next. So I need to figure out the forms aspect of it, the different. I already have that.
I don't know.
I have to get all the tracking. So, because the browse abandonment is the one that I need to actually figure out how to set up. Because it says that nobody has, there's no alerts from this one. That means it's not back on. Yeah. So I gotta figure out how to get back into the setup because this would have been put in the initial setup. And there's just nothing there. So yeah, that's what I get to do today is fix the stuff that I didn't know about. So let me find this. Let me find this freaking video, and I tell you to, if you're gonna do it, do the setup with this guy, and let him walk you through it because all the stuff that I just did it freaking when I did it.
All right.
Okay, tutorial. There we go. I wonder if I should start actually linking the videos that I used because I have like the copywriting stuff all downloaded.
You know, in the professional world, there is, especially in the branding yourself. I just gotta fucking. Because what we're trying to do now, this funnel here that we're going to design, you're helping me with right now, is for a specific purpose. But there's a side note. There is a site. Let me see here. I want your opinion on this. 1 second. Here we go. Let me give you this thing here. Copy. And where is the chat? Show chat. Where the fuck is the chat? There it is. And paste. Click on that site, dude. You see on the bottom?
Account hardly.
Yeah. Now watch this. So this guy here, he pitched me on this website, And there's also a text message system tied into this to where you can literally almost demographically text somebody, and this is what comes up, like, hey, this is why you and I need to meet. You know what I mean? This is who I am, and I think you're a great candidate, for something that I can help you with. You know what I mean? And it seemed really, really, really good, but it didn't seem to me as something like, at least not right now. So I pitched him on the idea. I've known this guy for years. When I say years, Anthony knows him too. We've known each other. We go back that far. It was 2001, 2002. That's when Anthony and I met. So same thing with Ryan. And he pitched me on this plan. He wanted to charge me $5,000 to set it up. And I'm like, he goes, and there's no monthly fees, just $5,000. Help me set this up. And I was like, I didn't have the $5,000. So I pitched him on the idea. I was like, dude, set it up. If you want me to be your guinea pig, set it up. Because I don't have any fucking money, And that was the truth. I mean, we're supposed to be friends, right? I mean, literally, we're boys we've known each other for how long? We've done a lot of business together. And then I got the feeling, I was like, maybe I was always just a client, Yeah.
A lot of people like that.
Really?
Yeah.
But anyway, I really like his product though. Yeah. Because I tested it out. I used to have a Nestor Cadena 360, or
Okay.
I don't think I have it anymore.
So this is just links. Interesting.
Yes.
Very, very interesting. Oh, not really something. Yeah, that's funny. I was listening to a video yesterday about using AI to generate leads.
Yeah.
I was driving back, and I was thinking that could be something there. But again,
anyway, this thing,
even if you get the leads, you still got to have a way to automate your contacts, unless you're going to be fucking emailing. And so I was just like, we'll favorite that, and we'll watch it later. Like I do.
Yeah, put him in the background. But that's why.
It's all going to circle back to the same thing. And then I reached out to Eric Douglas when I was coming back, and we started talking about he used to do some email marketing stuff, and he's like, "Look, he's like, you're 100% correct." He's like, "You need to go back." He's like, "You need to set that up, and then you can focus on the actual automation of the campaign and stay in front of you." He's like, funnels are freaking awesome. And he's like, but like, I spent a decent amount of money on advertising this year. Like, at least decent to me. To some of these people, they're spending that, a week and whatever. That's not me. And I didn't think about it. It's like, all those leads that I generated on Google and on Facebook and Instagram, I didn't capture any of their data. Facebook and Google have all that data, and I have to figure out, that's what I'm looking for right now, is how to get that information out of those platforms, be able to put it over to somewhere where I could actually use it and pay for it. So
of course,
that's like things that you don't think about. very short-sighted in the beginning. He's like, I want to make money. I was like, all right, well, no, you making money. He's like, no, Daniel's building a brand. So if I'm going to build a brand that's going to be based on who I am and what I'm trying to accomplish. Like, that's so much more than just buy my t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
Buy my mugs, buy my wall art. Like, no, it's so much more of that. And so it's like very short-sighted, and then progression over the years, like, look how much the brain expands over the course of the year. It's freaking it's funny. So it's so funny just to look at how much things are growing. Funny story. My mom was like, "Hey, send your grandmother a link to your website." All right, it's been up for like a year. You've asked for the link before, but clearly you haven't looked at it. She's like, "Well, your website looks amazing." Oh, tell me you haven't looked at my shit without telling me you have. Thanks, Mom. I thought it was freaking funny. I just laughed when I saw it. I was like, oh, you can tell them they have been on that website.
That's actually a compliment, though.
It is.
Because if she were worried about you, you know what I mean? If she were worried about you, she would pay more attention to what's going on. But because she knows you got this under control, she relaxes and she's like, ah. And then one day, she had a wild hair up her eye. Goes like, I want to really see what it looks like. But other than that,
for me before now I think about it. She has.
Yeah,
she bought a mug for me. So, but I just thought that was funny. It was very, very funny. Gosh, so I, just wanting to. I think we get so caught up in because the internet culture, like everybody talks about how much money they're making. People exited the companies. Everybody let talk about this on, I think, last Monday, and he's like, everybody's a gazillionaire on the internet. He's like, you exited the company for $100 million or whatever, and then your portion of that was like 2% or some shit like that. Like you didn't make shit, and you're broke every year, and it's like he's just going through the different processes of what people are actually pitching and what's actually happening behind the scenes. And I never really thought about it, but like everybody's flexing. Nobody's trying to build anything. It's all about cash flows.
All I know is that I can feel it. I know that if you have cash right now, you're sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah.
If you have access to cash, because and sit on it for at least another year or two, because I promise you, after Trump's thing, he's gonna have a really bad time because the economy. He's gonna be trying to be battling this whole thing. It's gonna hit hard. I literally think that we're gonna be, especially Florida. Florida's gonna get hit. 2007. We're gonna have. Oh my God, dude! We're gonna have a repeat of 7 and 8. Watch.
That's rough.
We're gonna have a repeat of 7 and 8. You know what I'm talking about? 2007, 2008. We're gonna have a repeat. This is right now the beginning of it, and here I am. What is we? December or what? I'm predicting it. So December 8th. Yeah, December 8th, 2024. I predict that the housing and market, especially in Florida, I don't know, maybe nationwide, but we're gonna have a repeat of 07 and 08 as far as economy is concerned. Watch. It can't be that good because fucking. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. You need cash. You're gonna make a fortune. You're gonna make a fortune. You need cash. That's what we're trying to do now. Just build capital, build more streams. You'd be able to invest in a lot of things. Including the right places. Buy houses for cheap. Even cars. My buddy, the finance guy that I was dealing with the other day, right? He buys exotic cars only to rent them out. That's $1 million business right there. If you have credit, why not buy yourself? If you live in an area where those cars could be rented out, he lives right down the street in fucking Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. Of course, dude, he rents. He has Porsches, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, and he rents these bitches out. Oh, and this is a guy who is already making millions, and that's his side business. That's like a side gig to him.
There's somebody that I haven't heard anything about in a long time. I wonder what happened to him. His name was Elijah Cox.
Oh, that name sounds familiar.
He's was in WFG, and he was actually a very, from what I understand, intelligent individual. He was in the Navy, and he was pretty much homeless when he started there. The person that had recruited him let him sleep on his couch while he trained him.
Wow.
And he started in the code area, so he wasn't able to get his license, and so he didn't make any money for a pretty significant amount of time. But he,
Yeah, I see a picture of him.
yeah, there he is. So this freaking dude, he was like, I want to be able to fund everything. And so he started using that platform as the seed money to start all of his endeavors. So he was killing it. And so he was buying Lamborghinis, Porsches, Corvettes, top-end Mustangs, like all these different, and he was putting them all under his corporation, and he was renting them out in San Diego. And that was just one of the things that he had been doing. It looks like he has the first one. All right. Currently he uses the same supplements that I use. Good to know. But I just haven't followed him in a while. But he was when look at the levels of leadership and how people interact. Like a lot of people post videos of other people's cars and stuff like that. And it's like, I drive my dream cars.
Oh, he transferred over.
Did he go to the G?
Yeah, he transferred over, baby. The first 3 months, he's already made $100,000.
Yeah, so this is how he has been reinvesting his money into his company.
Yeah.
So, I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really cool. So that's what made when you said people are renting out these cars and stuff like that. Like, yeah, no, he's been doing that for a couple of years now. Like back when you first came to WFG, that's what he was already on. And he came over to Weston and spoke to us for a little while. Talk about it. And he also made me think about a couple things. And he was like, my guys that died for me, would you die for your leader? And I was like, nope. Like, all right. And it was like, not even. I punched him in the face when I looked at it. But yeah, none of that. So that's how you're not invested. We got like what I would do for my wife, what you would do for your wife.
No, that is correct.
My boys, like all my guys, people are close. Like there's a different level of relationship there, and what actually is.
Commitments, of expectations, commitments. Yep.
So it's a very different, and so that's what I was like when you're effectively providing value to the people around you and you're pulling them up, lifting them up, and helping them out. Like something so simple. I'm allergic to bees. So the neighbor across the street from us had a beehive at the other house, and he had agitated them. And I came home from work one day, and like I could see them swarming in the air, and I was just sitting there in my Jeep. Uh, my wife comes outside, and she's like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you sitting in the car?" And she's so focused on why I'm not coming in the house that she isn't noticing there's a swarm of like angry freaking honeybees.
Like I could
And
die, bitch.
so I'm like, I just like point, and she's like looks around. And you see the panic, and then one got in her hair, and ended up I had to throw her in the shower and get it out of her
Oh
hair.
wow. Poor thing.
Crying, she got stung. It's
Oh
like, but
no.
like she didn't want me to come near her to help her because she didn't want me to get stung. Because
Yeah.
so it's something so simple as that level of love, or
Ooh. Yeah.
so
Ugh.
that's how I look at it when
Yeah.
like when you've made impact on people. That's how,
Ooh.
yeah, it's a heavy one. So it's a very heavy. So and like when people say that they love something, things like it's like words are so important. You talk about, I love this. No, you don't. But you might like
Yep.
it. It might have a little, very insignificant level of importance. Like that word's very powerful. It means a lot.
Yeah.
It means so much. Yeah, faces looking. I got you too, didn't it?
Yeah, I did.
I understand why it does that.
It did.
Tears up. It's just
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It did, dude. Because, it's like it's at that moment that you realize, holy shit. Because it's defining levels of commitment in relationships. That's exactly what it is. And when you have something that is more oof, yeah, I can feel it. Because there's shit. Oh, like my buddy. Ooh. Oof. So, you know, you have your douchebags and you have your home run hitters. But sometimes you find a guy that walks both sides very well, but leans towards the douchebagness a little bit more, though.
Yeah.
Right? I love him to death. Anyway, so he was working on a job, a really big job, for months and months and months and months and months and months and months. But he doesn't have. He's just one guy, dude. And he's like, to do this job, I need people. So the company, fucking, that he was associated with, started giving him people. He goes, here's your manpower, keep going. And he's like, dude, you're giving me fucking kids. You're giving me this. You're giving me that. You're giving me an inexperienced, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, just having issues, you know. And he finally just said, I'm out. And he just dropped the job. He just walked away. And I'm talking about, there's $1 million on that work order, easily. That's $1 million job. Easily. I haven't checked the final numbers. I think I could probably see those, but no. And he just walked away, and I had no idea what was happening with that job, and I don't even want to ask, right? Because it goes back in. What's your level of commitment? I can't take a job I can't finish, dude. And if I can't finish a job, it has to be because either A, I'm hurting, B, I'm dead, or please God, the last thing, would be that somebody I love is hurt. That's it. You know what I mean? It's just, it's the only 3 reasons I would not be able to finish a job. I'm not that guy, so if I don't, I can't do that. Your levels commitment to relationships is huge.
Yeah. Never really thought to define levels of commitment. Oh, well, that's good to know. So when we were out at the restaurant yesterday, there was a Everglades 355 SS center console. Sitting there, and Alicia had asked, she's like, "How much money do you think sitting in this marina?" I was like, "Hundreds of millions." And she's like, "Okay." And I was like, "Those 2 boats that are next to us, between the 2 of them, they're probably $3 million." And she's like, "Okay." Well, pulled the brand new 355 SS, and it was like $1.4 million. And I was like, "All right." And it popped in my head again. Now that I'm not on my phone, I was like, "Let's look at boat trade." I did not know those things depreciate in value like that.
That's incredibly well.
It's fucking worse than a car.
Oh, yeah. You probably pick one up for about what, 45, 50 grand?
No, it's not that low. That would be awesome. But this 2019, even the 2014 is still we'd probably give them $250,000 and they'd take it. Probably 225. They want 240 for it. 2019 they want 360 for it. I mean, there's pretty sick boats, but yeah, 350.
That's what I meant to say, not the K. I'm talking about I was talking about the percentage. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, they're impressive.
About 40-50%.
Yeah. So here's a 2008 for under 200 grand. Huh. But I like those a lot. I love big center console boats. But I need something.
You're looking at boats how I'm looking at airplanes.
Yeah. But I saw like I want a boat and I want to be able to island hop. But it has to be something like, that's why I like the Boston Whaler Vantage, because I can still fish off of that boat, and it has the cabin area underneath it, so we could.
Oh shit! Did I tell you? No. I don't know if it's going to happen, but like for example, my little brother has a boat, right? I told you that, my mother bought him the fucking boat. She comes to me the other day. She goes, "Nestor, why don't you buy Daniel's boat?" And I'm like, "Why?" I said, "I've never even been on it." She goes, "The boat's in great working condition. You should buy it from him. He needs the money." And I'm like, he's never invited me out on it. And I'm the one I was the co-signer on that money. That's the part he doesn't understand. Like my mother asked me if she could use her own money to buy him something. If I would have said no, she would have said no. And I've never been on his boat. So why the fuck am I going to save him now? Yeah.
No, I mean, if you're the co-signer on the boat, you're going to end up fucking paying for it anyway.
Right. So, so I told, and it has a little cuddy. I sold Dolly on that idea until he approaches me. Of course, can't say nothing. But I sold Dolly on the idea. I was like, hey, you said you wanted to spend some time together. I said we can just go down to the Keys. The same 3, 4, 5 days that we spent together here, we can head down to the Keys for the 3, 4, 5 days and spend, just sleep on the boat, dock up. It's possible. Yes, it is. Oh, okay. Start moving it that way. Hopefully Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I say that it's like, yeah, no, this is the boat that I think I want, and I've never like actually looked at the specs. I've just been on the smaller version of them, and I like I've been on like I delivered a 320, and we took a 270 out. The 27-footer rode like a freaking drain. We were running back from a fucking hurricane. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we were out at the Barrier Island has, I think it's called South Seas Resort. My parents were in town, and it's like slight chance of hurricane is what it said on the weather board. And so when the weather started blowing in, it was like, no, we got to go. And so the water was pretty choppy. It was like raining, and that thing was smooth. There wasn't none of this. It was just so that's when I kind of
So
fell in love with it.
she was heavy enough to break the waves.
Yeah, well, because the Boston Whaler's solid.
Yeah.
They're filled with foam, so like there's no voids that beats it up. So I never really looked at the bigger version of them. So they came out with the 42 after I stopped delivering boats. And like, have you seen this thing? Because I know I talk about it all the time. But here, I'll just show you. I'll show everybody else too.
Here's one for half.
So
Yeah, I'm looking at it
that's
now.
so I think we could island hop in that.
Oh yeah.
It's not something you live on, but it's definitely something you can island hop, and take trips, and have some good time on. Sleep
42
overnight, cook on it. So, but I don't know if that one has a shower. So,
I believe it does. You can stand up in that.
yeah, no, it's a legit. It's a really
yeah, no, that's a fucking boat.
And so that's the one that. So that's what that morning that I was saying, I finally had a vision that I was like on it.
Oh wow. Oh dude. Yeah.
So I like these a lot.
This is nice. Maybe we can get a package deal. I can go down to Puerto Vallarta in that thing. Good. I could just cruise the whole South American. I can just cruise.
Yeah.
And just dedicate it to my channel. Yeah.
If anybody from Boston Weather ever sees this,
oh my god, dude!
We have a conversation.
Listen, I will do it for free on my own dime. Listen, Boston Whalers, I'm telling you, I promise you, I will do it on my own dime. You don't have to just you give me the opportunity to have access to this boat. It's mine. I will quit my job and work for you full time.
Like thinking about that, so that's something where you could legit, like, if the weather's good, like run that bitch down to the fucking Bahamas. We could run that bitch down to, I don't know, I think it holds 600 gallons. So I don't know if that's enough to get to like the Virgin Islands or not. But we could have some fun with stuff like that. You're getting all excited.
I am because I'm already envisioning,
No, so I said island hopping, like island hopping, fishing, swimming.
Oh my god, dude!
So I think that would be cool. I know Alicia would be down to do some island hopping. So I'm sure Dolly wouldn't have a problem island hopping. So
this is beautiful.
Yeah.
I used to have a Montauk.
I remember you showed me the picture of the Montauk.
We
talked about it, and then I was looking for thumbnail photos, and I found it on your page. Okay.
Yeah, I used to have because, dude, I loved it, and I did. That's the true testimony of not knowing what you had when you had to sell it.
Hmm.
That boat is a true testament of. I sold that boat in 2008, 2009. I sold that boat in 2009, and it kills me, dude. I gave it away for $1,200.
Oh wow.
A 17-foot Montauk with a Johnson 115 on the back.
Yeah.
Now the engine, that's one of the reasons why was because it had to be rebuilt. You know, I had sand in my piston. You know, scratched up all that shit. Had to be redone. You know, I needed an engine. I was broke dick. That was the commencements of my brokenness. Yep. I had to sell it. And I sold it to an amazing guy who's still my friend. You know, good guy. And he knows it. And all the time, he'll send me a snap here and there. Hey, this boat's for sale if you're still looking. You know, he knows. Because when I was ready to buy it back, I called him. I was like, dude. He goes, nah, Nest. That shit's been done, flipped. I'm like, fuck. I didn't know what I had, man. He goes, I didn't know what I was buying. What?
I have the virtual tour playing on the other screen.
Oh
And
shit!
it just went into the cabin area, and
Oh,
I
dude, it said it's 20 passengers. 20. 20. All right.
well, it's just
20
weight capacity and stuff like that, but still.
And here's the best part. Here's the best part. I already have. See, Boston Whaler. Listen, I don't have my captain's license, but I do have a captain that I will pay for, ready to have this. He is already part of my family. And if you don't believe me, he is on my videos when he took me out fishing for my birthday and I caught the sailfish.
Oh, we swim with the fish.
Yeah. Dude. Did I tell you that story?
I watched the video.
But did I tell you the story behind it?
Oh.
No? Dude. Fucking so it's Sebastian and what's this kid's name? Josh? No. Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a charter captain, right?
He was he's working for us. He's working towards it. So right. So he's just building his hours. But anyway, what he's doing, and he's a mate somewhere building. And I told him, I said, go ahead and get your 6-pack, right? And I told him, I showed him how he could get a 6-pack and start building his hours. So he did. He's doing that as we speak. But the whole thing is, he took us out, and we were coming out of Pompano, right over Atlantic, down the Pompano Inlet, and at the lighthouse. We were coming out of there, and then Sebastian goes, "All right, Dad, where do you want to go? You want to go north or you want to go south?" Right? And I promise you, I literally just sat there and I just did one of these things, dude. I did one of these things. And then internally, I said, I was talking to my father internally, and I said, "All right, Dad, where do you want me to go?" Right? I said, this is an amazing event. I said, you and I we didn't get our last fishing trip in. I said, I'm here with my son. Where do you want to take me? And I felt the nerve. I said, let's go north, and we're going to catch sailfish. And the kid goes, huh, a summertime sail. Those are big. Not little rare right now, though. I didn't catch one. I caught two. Yeah, it was one of those days. So I got the captain. He's ready to go. He's locked and loaded. Boston Whaler 42 on, Raj. Outrage.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna name these the Mastermind sessions. Well, because that's what we've been on for the past couple, since we switched from the daily, our Sunday morning, 3-hour session or whatever. It's literally been the Mastermind session. How many? And I put up that episode, about 38 or 37 or something like that. Don't forget to dream. That was when we were talking about ranches and islands. And we didn't really dig, like, it was cool to pull that stuff up, but we never really
we need to do that. You're right.
And it was like, so the last one that we shot, I think I'll probably get edit that one today, actually. I'm gonna start editing it. It's 3 hours, but that's the kickoff for 2025, that Mastermind session. So I'm gonna get that end of week. Yeah, that's important. But so here we are. Like, I show you what's been in my vision with this boat going up to this mansion that we own.
Yes, you told me about that.
And so now, like, you're looking at this and you're like, dude, like, I could totally see this. Hey, let's make this happen. So now you got two people looking at like the same freaking thing.
That just means that you can feel the energy just circumcising right there. That just right there, the universe is transpiring. I promise you, it is. It is
inspiring in our favor. And that's but a lot of people talk about stuff like, but they'll never say it out loud. And then, like, I've said this out loud repeatedly. I was like, that's the boat that I want. I don't know why I want it. I was like, I have visions about this boat, but I've never actually sat down and looked at it and taken a virtual walk through of the boat.
No.
My mouth drop open. Like, are you serious right now? Like, it's freaking beautiful. Like, we can totally have some fun on that. Got a pretty decent sized kitchen.
You know what it also is? It's sometimes we think it's too hard and we don't pursue it enough, right? So here's the thing that I noticed. For example, don't ever look a gift horse in the mouth, right?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Right? I think that's what it says. Well,
never look a gift horse in the mouth.
Never look. Why? Because it's still a fucking free horse, you dumb motherfucker. All right? There's so much you can do with a fucking free horse. Who cares how old? Who cares how old he is, dude?
I never thought about that. Like the actual context of that saying.
Yeah. Who cares? It's still a free fucking horse. All right? So, why? Because, you're giving me an old horse. Look at this. Dude, this old horse could be a grand stallion. You don't know, right? Maybe he fathered champions. You don't know. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. I mean, maybe the companionship is amazing because the bond between, did you know that the horse and the dog are the biggest competition to the love of an affected to a man? Yeah. So the horse will always fight for the love of the person, and so will the dog. They act, even though they're together, they're always competing for that same love. Same thing. Dude, you don't know. Same thing applies to this. To everything. When everything starts spinning around. Most people, like, why am I saying that? This is what you're talking about, a $2 million boat, something like that. You just said.
I don't know. It's just going on here. Let's find out. Oh, I'll have to look at used ones because Marine Maps will not tell you the price unless you put in your information. And
I'm at bostonwhaler.com. Hold on. That's where I'm at. I'm on bostonwhaler.com. There's no prices.
Probably not.
Yeah, you're probably right, because if something in this specs is just like an airplane, you may find some used specs. No, they have to give you the price for a new one. Everybody knows the price of a new airplane. No, here.
Okay, so here you go. There's a.
Let me build it.
Between, it was like, yeah, 425 grand to 1.5 million.
All right. So let's say $2 million. Just, awesome. Because listen, you have to customize it too. Listen, I mean, you think honestly that when you're buying a fucking airplane, you're just buying an airplane? No, the people want to go in there and go, I don't like this interior. Let's change that. I don't like the sound system. I don't like this. I don't like that. Let's start doing it. Or you buy, so the same thing applies to something like this. What are the other stuff? When you're buying something used, so you can build up the different things. I'm sure they have other. That's separate. That's especially in the maintenance world. That's what you call when they go into the custom prints. Hold on. I know I said it before on one of my other chats. Remember completion? Thank you. When they go into completion, meaning completion is when you decide to do what your interior finishes are going to be, and what kind of sink are you going to have, how big of a water, fresh water tank do you want, you know what I mean? Like those are those things into completions.
It looks like they're the lowest one that I found is $500,000.
All right. So
2017. Uh, 2022, about $1 million. $750,000.
how many gallons of fuel does it hold? 600 gallons.
Yeah.
$600 gallons.
You get text messages yet?
Am I getting text messages? I don't know. Oh. Yeah. Got it.
My wife is freaking.
Oh, no. No. I got one from you. That's what I was looking at. No.
I sent that one a while ago.
Huh?
I sent that one a while ago. She sent me a picture of the dog laying in the bed. And then
Oh, no.
tomorrow. And then now I'm getting waving.
I am going to accept all. I just accepted all cookies. All right. Yes, please shoot.
I made you coffee, babe. Drink your coffee. I got like 10 more minutes. But yeah, so the Mastermind series.
Once you see that it's possible, and it's not hard, you'll be like, holy shit, this just literally became possible. That's what we're talking about, basically. Once you realize it's not that hard, dude, everything goes whoop. Like when you just realize everything kind of fits into position properly. This isn't hard. This is actually probably cheaper than the airplane idea I had.
Yeah.
Because here at least this is your home. This is a fucking RV, dude.
Yeah.
It's exactly what that is.
It's like having a fifth wheel. Without it's an RV, legit, like self-propelled freaking vehicle.
Home. That's a self-propelled home.
So he's like, hey, like you want to go island hopping? Yeah. Cool. All right. We'll cruise south. We'll meet you in the Keys. Fill up in the Keys. Let's go shoot out to the Bahamas. Like, that's freaking dope.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I look at this. Maximum horsepower. 1,300 horses, dude.
Per motor?
1,800. 1,800 horsepower is maximum. Sorry, minimum is 12. Wow. 1,800 maximum. This is beautiful.
Let's see here. How far your stuff is Grand from
I don't want a fucking dealer pricing.
oh, that's a lot farther than I thought it was.
From you?
Oh, I was looking at Grand Turk from Key West. But
Wait, what's it saying?
709 miles. But there's like a gajillion little islands in between there.
Yeah, but hold on though. There's a this is what's the field burn on this bitch? You see here.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of little islands out here. Like there's that Treasure Cay right off of the coast of West Palm.
Oh yeah. That was badass.
And like just think about that. It's like, you know, island like that was island hopping. You can literally island hop all the way down to the Bahamas and just keep on Georgetown. Like there's so many little islands out here. Oh, that's where the British Virgin Islands. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, how far is the DR from here?
From ooh, nice. Go that way, huh? The only problem is, dude, and this is the truth. Dude, my stomach just turned. Just thinking about it. Oh, God. Ready? My only issue is when you go into open water like that, I don't know. Maybe I died in a past life, like, you know, but I am afraid of the water, dude. Like,
Yeah, me too.
Like, deathly afraid of the fucking. I know there's somebody out there fucking ready to eat me. I'm not, yeah, there's nobody trying to eat me on land right now. You know, and if I can defend myself from a lion or from a tiger, you know, somewhat, maybe a bear. You know, like, at least I have a fighting shot. Here?
Well, let's just look at like how far is that island that I just talked about? That's out.
Here's the thing, though. In the ocean, there's something out there that can swallow the boat. All right, just I know that for. Ugh. I feel it. That's the scary part. You just
West Palm Beach.
I
think it's Treasure Island or Treasure Cay. Oh yeah, that's not
right. White Mercury Riverados DT SV10s 400 DT SV10 Mercury
265 kilometers. What is that in miles?
Fieldbird. The Mercury V10 Verado 400 and put it on a test. What's the Fieldbird?
Brings it. It's like a 600 thing.
During testing, I found that it speeds at 3,500, 4,500 RP, cruise between 30 and 40 knots, depending on the boat, which when you're installed these engines. After consumption per engine of 35 miles per liter. Verados, the V10s, and Boston Winter 380 Autoraj. Okay, so this is on a 380 outrage, not the 42. So this is a smaller boat. Yeah.
Yeah, it burns.
like a motherfucker.
It burns. Well, I looked at the 450Rs, 38 knots with single engines burning freaking 150 liters per hour.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't have to burn. You don't have to have all 4 or 5 engines running at the same time either.
No, not especially for cruising. You're correct. It's only to get the fuck out of the way. You can bring it down to 2, which is a good thing and safe. But still, you still have a draft and so forth. But this thing here, best case scenario, 11 nautical miles.
Maybe it's too big. I don't know. But that looks like a very comfortable setup.
Yeah, cruise is around 25. Let's go 35, 6. So you're at a 0.7 miles to gallon. You got 6 liters per nautical mile. Holy shit, dude.
Mm.
6 liters per nautical mile. That's the fuel burn. And that's at 27 knots. If I go to fucking, oh my god.
Yeah, no, it gets up there.
If I go to 60 knots, that's full blue. That's full B. So, yeah, you got to maintain an average speed of about 30, 40 miles an hour. Yeah, six nautical miles. That's it. That's average. You know.
It's 8 o'clock. I told the wife that I can get off here at 8 o'clock.
Brother man, I will be tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? Wait, I'm supposed to do something tomorrow. I don't remember what I'm doing tomorrow. Oh, where's my phone? Oh! Tomorrow at 7 a.m., I have a meeting with Thomas. It's a 15-minute phone call.
Okay.
Patrick met David. Patrick met David Thomas.
Yeah, I didn't think about it for a second. It's good.
Yeah. No. Yeah, Patrick met David. Yeah, tomorrow, 7:30 a.m.
Lock that in.
Yeah. I was like, I got something important tomorrow. What is it? Oh yeah, Thomas.
I guess he liked the proposal.
So he hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, I thought you already sent it to him.
Well, I say he goes, well, no, because I have to set up the meeting so that I can. Everything is through Minect. So that way he's like, okay, this is basically what it is. I have it. I didn't know that. Yeah, everything is through the Minect. Everything is through the Minect app. Everything.
There's a reason why he's been killing it for a while. That man knows what he's doing.
He's doing it. Yeah, he's putting himself with the correct people. I mean, you heard the Patrick David voicemail. You know, you heard Thomas's voicemail. So I sent you all of that. I was like, that would be awesome, amazing. You know, his wife even answered me. You know, she answered my Minect. Like, that's an amazing app, dude. You know, I think every major and listen, and it's not cheap either.
Yeah,
I'm already about $1,000, and I'm not 1,000. I'm lying. It's at least $400 though. I think I've spent. No, wait, $600 because it was $200 just for the phone call. I just paid $200 for a 15-minute phone call with Thomas.
The people will put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly. I mean, I do have $1,000 spent on it.
Right. So think about the people that are weeded out that are not serious enough to put their money in. They don't have no confidence to take the shot.
So I'm going to have a 15-minute conversation that I brought upon myself with Patrick Bet-Davis. Literally, the guy says, "Hey, Patrick, I think you need to go left." He will go left. He listens to everything the guy says. So if I have a shot, yes.
Did you listen to that? I sent you after I told you. Yeah.
Not only that, though, but his wife, Patrick Bet-Davis' wife, amazing woman. You know, she answered my connect, and then she goes, "Listen, the best person that can help you is this guy. Go ahead and reach out to him." Like, she knows. You know? So she's like, "Please do." So yeah, I'm following every step just to make sure. Listen, I try to get it in with Grant, and Grant's fucking team can go suck a dick. You know, they're doing a great job of keeping him away from everybody. Because when I met Grant and I shook his fucking hand, and then he says, "Yeah, come by and we'll talk," that means that's an open invitation to come by and we'll talk. So if I don't know when he's there and I can't get to, I say, "Hey, this is who I am. This is how I met him. This is blah, blah, blah." He said, "Come by and talk." Yeah, $50,000 an hour. Yeah, suck my dick, dude. I'm trying to fucking, put my hands on his airplane as a stepping stone. So here I am offering Patrick Bet-David free. Ooh, dude, that's a $250,000 a year job salary that I don't want. I don't want the money. I want to be able just to hang with them. That's it. I just want to be a shadow. I want to be in the shadows. Like the background. That's what I want. You know how amazing our lives can get just by listening to eating, feeding off the crumbs that these people leave behind.
Do you see yourself on your screen?
No.
That's so funny.
Why?
Because you get so excited, and then you step out of the frame, and so the only thing you see is your mouth. I was curious if you had your screen open so you could actually see. And so I keep on going down like this. It's gonna help me be able to see you. I'm watching myself be an idiot.
Listen, you gotta go. I don't want to get you in trouble. I love you to death. Thank you so much for being here.
All right, man. It's good talking to you, and love you too. And
I'll keep you posted on what's going on.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, man. Bye.